Hello everyone, today I'll be tying a bluing olive with a parapost. The posting material is just some regular parapost. Mcflylon white, High Vis, you can do some pink ones. I'll show you that. It's just a High Vis pink. And then the tailing material we'll be using is some Coq de Leon. This is medium speckled. Amazing tailing material, durable. Looks great and stays on your fly. Just gonna strip some of that off. The dubbing we'll be using is Superfine in any color you'd like. I like to use the blue and olive color or the brown olive. One other material you will need is some Superglue for the way we end our post. It's amazing. I have my own bodkin. It's just a sewing needle with, or not sewing needle, just, I don't know, get them at Walmart, big old pack, with a piece of wood, put a hole in it, shot some super glue down it, and it's finer than other bodkins and stuff. If you'd like, you can use a hackle plier. That'll help with the hackle. Hackle we are using is Whiting 100 packs, which is a light dun color. Amazing for these flies. It's just beautiful. Strip some edge off of it. And I think that's all. Body material, blue and olive turkey Biot. So yeah, let's get into it. First, you want to take your tailing material. The thread is dark gray. It's MFC, dark gray and ADOT. It's a great thread. It's an in-between uni and UTC. And it just, it flattens out when you want it to, and it gets that grip when you want it to too. Tailing material, try and keep it even with all the flies you tie. You can base it off of the barb of the hook. This is barbless, so base it off of Judgment there. Take your thread up, keep that body nice and smooth. Not too big of a deal keeping it smooth, because we are putting a Biot on it, but yeah. Now with the Biot, this is from Fly Fish Food along with the post strategy. You tie your Biot in, notch down. If you go on Fly Fish's Food YouTube channel, you can see how he explains Goose Biots and turkey Biots. Now this is turkey Biot, blue and olive, and you want to tie it in with the notch down. That'll make it so that it gives it the nice ribbed texture when you tie it in. I like keeping my thread flat for this part, and don't tie it in right at the tip because it's very weak. So pinch if I can. Get that on. Fix it. Oop. Tie that up to the base of your tailing material, and then you'll just bring your thread up. Snip it, bring it up. Kind of make sure there isn't too big of a hump there. This is a good time to flatten out your thread to make sure you get that smooth body. Next, you can grab some hackle pliers. I have multiple different kinds. I have the push it out squeeze. I have the original ones, and I also have Umpqua and then a post tying one. So out of all these, I would suggest using the regular ones. They get a grip on the end of the Biot better, and it's just easier in general. Now for this, I take my little bobbin cradle, set it on, and then work its way up. Now sometimes these Biots can be finicky. Just gotta have patience and they want to be. Couple loose wraps. Start tightening it down. 3 on one side. Come on the other side. Scissors won't stop getting in the way. Okay, now that that Biot is nice and snug in there, not going anywhere, unclip the Hackle pliers. Those Hackle pliers are really nice at the end if you're keeping tension on it so that your whole wraps won't unravel. Cut that off close. Fill that in. I'm going to reposition my hook a little bit higher for the post. Now the post, I'm going to just take some parapost, just pull it out from the top, come out in strands. For some of the smaller flies, it is good to shorten up, take some of the strands off of it. It does make it easier. But yeah, now my thread is flattened out, won't be too crazy. Gonna set your parapost material right where you want that post to begin. So just after where that Biot comes in. One, and then make sure all the fibers are up top. It's okay if there's a couple of loose ones, but it'll make your life easy. A couple wraps on top to secure it in front. Front. Fibers. Front. And back. And then you can start wrapping up your post. This is a challenge. You want to keep your thread loose. It takes time. Be patient. And you'll get it done. So there it is. And then the head, really not a big deal because we don't even whip finish, which is really nice. That's why we have the super glue with that small bodkin. Once you have it wrapped a little bit, you can go a second time. Make sure it's secure. Actually, those wraps were not flat. Go like that and flatten our thing. Now we're going to prep our Hackle. This is size 16 in the Whiting Hundreds packs. It always comes smaller than it looks, so just be ready. I prepped it a little bit by stripping some of the end off. Makes it a lot easier, cleaner. Now, when you look at your Hackle, there's a shiny side and a non-shiny side. That's the harder way. Look at it and see which side is concave, which side curves in. Tie that side along with the post. So now that it's there, tie it so it's like wrapping the post. One loose wrap around it. Then you can wrap up, pull it out just ever so slightly. And stripping it is very, very necessary to this fly, because that's how you get it set. And you can snip this, make it a little bit easier when wrapping the Hackle. That's not going to be our final size. Next, you can take your Superfine. I'm going to use brown olive. I really like this color. I think it turns out really nice with this fly. Take it, make it sure it's super nice, and it just falls down super slowly. Like this one isn't even falling, it's going up. And then tie a super duper slim noodle. Bring it up. It's okay if you have to add Hackle. It's a lot harder to take Hackle off. Get the Hackle out of there, or the dubbing. It's a lot easier to take it off. Wrap up just ever so slightly on the Biot to make it a clean go. Take some more. And I don't know if you ever noticed, but on these, there's holes on the back, and that's how you get your ever so slightly amount. Use your bodkin to pull it out. And what makes these things float is the dubbing being super duper tight. And that is from Kelly Gallup at the Slide-In. Great informational videos on YouTube. It's a great job. finish it and end on the very bottom of the post if you want. For me, I'm gonna make my post just a little bit taller, just so that I can really get that hackle to get there and it floats really nice. Okay, so now we're ending on the back side of the post. Very important for the end of this fly. There is no whip finish, like I said. Now we're gonna take our fly, make sure it's when you pull it back, you can see that the hackle, it's facing up. Then you're gonna slowly take it around and make sure you're on top of it. And one after the other. 5 or 6, 7 will work. And then take your thread and go on the underside of all the hackle, weaving it through, and pulling it up, making sure there aren't any down fibers. 3 should work. Now that's locked in place, it's not going to unravel. It's going to be sturdy. You can go in there with your scissors, be super careful, and snip out your hackle. We're done with the hackle. This part can be challenging to some people. I'm going to take our super glue. I'm going to take my bodkin. Just dip it in there, take it out, run it under the hackle, and rest it on that post and make sure it's there. And then wipe your bodkin super quick, because this glue, it gets sticky and it'll make your bodkin stick to your desk like you don't even understand. And I take my nail and clean it off. Then let it sit a couple minutes. It dries super fast. Not even a couple minutes, a few seconds. And then if you just loosen your thread a little bit and you see that it doesn't start unraveling, it worked. Take it in. Okay, now that we have our hackle, check it out, check our post, get it all standing up nice and tall, and we can cut our post. I like to use my flat scissors for this. It makes it a lot easier. Kind of twist it up, pull it up. Size of the body, it's all personal preference. I have ones that are short, ones that are tall, just not that tall. But then go in there, best judgment, snip it, fluff it down, perfect. Gonna hold that floating on it, and if you look, there are no down hackle fibers, and it's the great glory in